Okay, we're going to go for Fulham at home to Stoke City. It's a 3 PM kickoff on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. Talk about Fulham to begin with. Now, they've not won in the last three, which has been slightly worrying. They want to pick up 3 points in this one to kind of end that run. And I think they'll also want to prove that they beat Newcastle 5-2 a couple of weeks ago, which was a really positive performance. They showed real good attacking ability, and they want to prove that that's not really a fluke, I think. Yeah. What do you think that Martin... And they haven't been in the top half all season either, so that says a lot about where they're at, but they want to win this one.
Like we've said it a few times before, but I think this is a building season.
Absolutely.
This isn't a season where they're going to go off and start winning games against United, City on a regular basis. But they have shown a little glimpse of that potential over the season. But yeah, like you said, they're winless in 3. I think worryingly for Martin, they've started to leak a few goals. I think something like 11 goals in their last 5 games they've shipped. So yeah, there's real signs for concern there, but they need to add to their consistency. They've got the attacking power, as we've said before. It's just a matter of matching that with the defensive strength.
It's like 7 points above the drop zone is comfortable for now, but obviously a couple of more negative results, and that could be a real worry.
Yeah, there's teams around. There's teams like West Brom, there's Stoke just about. All these teams are all in the middle, jostling. They could, it's like 7 points from the drop zone. They're only about 7 or 10 points from the top half of the table. So it could go either way in the remainder of the season.
Okay, and Stoke City, another team on a bit of a worrying slide, really. You wouldn't expect them to sort of be dragged into a relegation battle or anything like that, but they have lost their last 3 Premier League games. They're down to 12th, where they had been 8th for quite some time. Just won once in their last 8 Premier League games. Sort of all the stats are coming that not particularly positive. So they'll want to get a big 3 points in this one.
Yeah, I mean, once again, if you cast your mind back to the start of the season, they won an atrocious run. They pulled it back midway through, just sort of over the festive period.
Just the way they go, is get up and down.
Yeah, maybe they're struggling a little bit for consistency. Like we said before, we expect them to bring some fresh faces in January. They didn't do that, and now perhaps maybe they're feeling the effects of that. They haven't got any sort of fresh blood, any fresh legs. I know players like Wilson Palacios haven't really played that much this season, and he's trying to drive them on from midfield. But yeah, it looks like they're just sort of maybe just jaded a little bit because the games just started to pile up.
I was just you mentioned the games there and no fresh legs. That could be even more of a concern because they've got this game, which is the 11th of February. Then they've got the Europa League on the 16th. They've got FA Cup on the 19th. Europa League again on the 23rd, and that's all before their next Premier League game on the 26th. So by the end of that run, they could be in the Europa League still. They could be pushed up the Premier League, but they could be out of the Europa League, out of the FA Cup. And 14th in the Premier League, so it's a massive 5 games for them.
This is a real sort of breakthrough we've seen in Stoke, because everyone at the start of the season said, can they cope with maintaining the Premier League push, maintaining the Europa League push? And
this is where it's tested, isn't it?
Exactly, this is where it's tested, and with the FA Cup also they beat Derby a couple of weeks ago, so it's on three ways they've got to the remainder of their season hands, but can they do it? I'm not sure. They haven't really got the squad, the strength and depth to do it.
What's their priority?
It's got to be for them. I mean, they're not going down this season, are they? So if they can get a decent cup run or go as far as they can in Europa League, I think that represents a good season for them.
Okay, we'll go for a prediction. Fulham at home to Stoke. I think this is going to be a draw. I think both teams are capable of scoring goals, but both teams have been leaking them slightly recently, so I'm going for a 2-2 draw in this one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it will be a draw, but I can't see there being that many goals. Both sides may have struggled slightly, so I'm going for a 1-1 draw.